This is the story of Moses returning to Egypt with a message that shook an empire. Let my people go. After receiving his calling, Moses returned home and asked his father-in-law Jethro for permission to go back to Egypt. Jethro blessed him, and Moses set out with his wife and sons. God spoke again, reminding Moses, "Say to Pharaoh, 'Israel is my firstborn son. Let my son go, so he may worship me.'" God warned that Pharaoh's heart would be hard, but his plan would not fail. As Moses traveled, God told Aaron, his brother, to meet him in the wilderness. When they met, Moses told Aaron everything: the signs, the calling, the words God had spoken. Together, they entered Egypt and gathered the elders of Israel. Aaron spoke the words, and Moses performed the signs with his staff. The people believed. When they heard that the Lord had seen their misery, they bowed down and worshipped. But faith would soon be tested. Moses and Aaron stood before Pharaoh and said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Let my people go, so they may hold a festival to me in the wilderness." But Pharaoh replied, "Who is the Lord, that I should obey him, and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and I will not let Israel go." He saw no reason to fear the God of slaves. Rather than obeying, Pharaoh increased the Israelites' suffering. He commanded his taskmasters, "No more straw will be given for making bricks. Let them gather their own, but do not reduce the quota." The people were scattered throughout Egypt, searching for straw, but they were still beaten when they failed to meet the demands. Their spirits were crushed. Hope faded. The Israelite overseers went to Pharaoh to plead for mercy, but he refused. On their way out, they met Moses and Aaron and said, "May the Lord judge you. You have made us stink in Pharaoh's sight. You've given him a reason to kill us." Moses was devastated. In anguish, Moses turned to God and said, "Why, Lord? Why have you brought trouble on this people? Is this why you sent me? Ever since I went to Pharaoh, he has made things worse, and you have not rescued your people at all." Even the called can grow discouraged. Even prophets question the plan. But God was not finished. He never is. Then the Lord spoke, "Now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh. Because of my mighty hand, he will let them go. Because of my outstretched arm, he will drive them out of his land. I am the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I established my covenant. I have heard the groaning of the Israelites, and I will bring them out. I will take you as my own people, and I will be your God." Sometimes when we obey God, things get harder before they get better. Moses obeyed, and Pharaoh resisted. The people believed, and then they suffered more. But God's delays are not his denials. His promises do not expire. His word does not return empty. The confrontation had begun, but the victory was already written. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we continue this journey in Part 5. The 10 Plagues, God's Power Unleashed. Stay faithful. Stay blessed.